And if you're someone who already has experience from back home, don't come here and start going into healthcare and start saying that you want to do only CNA. No, you can follow the thing that you did back in your country. There's so many people here who have experience in logistics, who have experience in the supply chain from back home, but they feel that because of pressure, because they just want to follow the crowd, they go into CNA or they go into different courses that are not even related to what they did back home, right? So if you are someone who is interested in the supply chain, then I would like you to look into a course in the supply chain or purchasing, like a certified purchasing professional, CPP. CPP is simply certified purchasing professional, and you can actually get this course from Blue Ocean Academy in the United Arab Emirates. There are so many different schools that are also offering the course, but I've looked into all of them and I realized that Blue Ocean Academy, their course outline is very, very impressive. Also, I'll put a link to Blue Ocean Academy down in the description below so that you can look into that school and you can send them a message, and from there you can actually get more details regarding the course. The course outline is really good, and the fee ranges between 2005 or to about 4,000 dirhams, so it depends. Sometimes they usually do promotions and they get it down to about 2,000 dirhams, and you get a certified purchasing professional certification from the American Purchasing Society. So it's an international certification that you can actually take, and it will help you, it will open new doors of opportunities for you. Now, when you take this course, what are some of the jobs or some of the opportunities that you might get? So for example, in the healthcare field, they always have a medical store, right? In that medical store, they need someone like a store assistant. Not one, not two, not three, many store assistants in the store. So, and the salary for store assistants in a good hospital is between 4,000 dirhams to about 7,000 dirhams. That is for a good hospital. So, one, store assistant, like I said. The next one, you can become a store coordinator. After store coordinator, you can become also a stock controller. And after stock controller, you have consumables officer, consumables manager, a purchaser, and a buyer. So there are so many different jobs that you can actually do when you take on that course. The course opens a wide variety of opportunities for you. So don't only look into CNA every day and say, oh, because my friend did CNA, I want to do it also. No, there are different opportunities that you can take. There are different routes that you can take, and you can even be in a better position. So look into this and try to, if you have some money, put it together and take any of these courses. Again, you can take any of these courses back in your country, or you can decide to come here. If you're already working, you can take the courses in the UAE. But this is a very interesting course, and the supply chain is only expanding. It is a very vital sector in the healthcare industry. So there are always jobs available for store assistants, for store coordinators, for purchasers, for buyers, for store managers, and so many different positions in the healthcare field. Another important course that I would like to share with you is medical coding and medical billing. So I'm separating it here because you can actually take a certification just for medical coding, and you can take a certification for medical billing. You can become a CPB, a certified professional biller. Medical coding in healthcare is simply the creation of codes that are going to be used to bill a certain procedure or certain items to a patient. For example, maybe there's a particular procedure that is supposed to be done on a patient, and that procedure is supposed to be billed to that patient, right? Sometimes they bill it in like a package deal, or sometimes it can be separate. So in every procedure that they do, the hospital is supposed to collect the money for that procedure back from the insurance company or from the patient directly if the patient doesn't have any insurance. So for you to actually bill that procedure, there's supposed to be a code. So the medical coder is the person that is creating the code so that it can be used to easily bill a procedure or a particular item in the healthcare field. The medical biller is the person that actually do the billing, right? So when you do the billing, at the end of the day, then the bill is being sent to the insurance company for the claim, and the money gets back to the coffers of the hospital. So you can actually look in detail the full definition of a medical coder. The main thing here is that medical coding is a very interesting course, and every hospital in the United Arab Emirates, medical centers, even insurance companies are looking for medical coders. So you can actually take a certified medical coding course in a school like Annex Institute. So So there's a school called Annex Institute, as you can see on the screen. So within Annex Institute, they offer a full course for medical coding and billing, and they also offer a wide variety of different courses like in human resource and SAP ERP and also healthcare administration. So it is a very important course that if you take it, of course, many opportunities out there that you'll be able to get a job in a medical center, a clinic, or in a big hospital. So salary for medical coders is always between 6,000 in a good hospital to about 10 to 12,000, depending on your experience and the hospital that you work in. It is a very interesting career prospect, and if you are someone who is versed with a computer and you love to be with a computer or coding or anything, then this is a course that you can pursue. It is very easy to learn the course. It is very easy to study the course. Don't think that is something complicated. No, if you have a good school, then you'll be able to get everything. So there are so many schools out there, like I said. One of them is Annex Institute, and they usually offer a course for about 2 months to about 6 months. So it depends on how you can study and how you can actually take the course. The course fee is always between about 2,500 dirhams depending on the school to about 7,000 to 10,000. So depending on the course outline and depending on what they are going to teach, so that's how the fee is supposed to increase. So if you are someone interested in medical coding, check out Annex Institute. I'll put a link in the description below. Check out the school, send them a message, and they can actually give you more details regarding this course. And before going into every course, I would like you to always go to Google, try to search opportunities. If you want to do medical coding, for example, go to Google, search medical coding jobs. Try to see if there are companies out there that are actually looking for medical coders. So look into that, and then you have a good perspective of what I'm talking about. There are career opportunities out there for medical coders, and there are better salaries out there for medical coders if you are good at the job. The next course that I'm going to talk about now is CSSD Technician. So CSSD is simply Central Sterile Supplies Department. So this department in the hospital is in charge of sterilizing items that have been used. In every hospital, they always have the reusable items. So these reusable items can be clamps or needle holders and all that, or scissors and some other things. So these things, after they have been used on a patient, they are supposed to be sterilized before they can be used again. So there's a department in every hospital that is in charge of that. When you're working as a CSSD technician, your job will be to sterilize these items that are supposed to be sent to your department on a daily basis. So this course is really interesting because every hospital that you see in the United Arab Emirates or even in your country, there is a Central Sterile Supplies Department. So it's a department that is found in every hospital. That is why there are huge prospects and there are huge career opportunities there. So it is a very interesting career prospect, and if you are someone who is interested in working in the healthcare field, then this is something that you can look at. I really recommend this course because there are so many opportunities out there for people who are really interested to take on the course. If you take on the course, you'll be able to see some of these jobs, and for now, just check Google, search and see if there are opportunities out there, not only in the UAE, also in different countries. So when you are taking a course, of course, you're not looking only the UAE, you're looking outside. If you go out of the country, if you can still get some opportunities. So those are things that you need to look into. The average salary for a CSSD technician in the United Arab Emirates in the good hospitals is between 6,000 dirhams to about 10,000 dirhams or more, depending on their experience. There are so many schools that are offering the course in the United Arab Emirates, and even back in your country, you can check any of these schools around if they are offering a course like a CSSD technician, so that you can take on the course. Of course, it is expensive in the UAE, but back home, the money that you can use here to take a 6 months course, you can actually use that money to take a 2 years course back in your country. So that is why I always advise people, if you are not in the UAE, don't come here and say you want to take a course, because that is huge expense for you. Stay home, invest in yourself, get the right certification, then you can move to any country that you want. So look into this course, a CSSD technician. You can work in any hospital. Try to check on the course, and in the UAE, I think there are so many schools that are offering that course, like Annex Institute. They are also offering a course on CSSD. Please check on this, and you will see that it is also a very interesting course and a career prospect. Another important course that I want to share with you is SAP ERP or SAP MM. So SAP MM is simply SAP Material Management, and in SAP Material Management you use it mostly in the supply chain or in purchasing to make sure that you do purchase orders or purchase requisitions. You also use SAP to receive items from vendors, to do your inventory, to monitor your stocks and all that. So SAP is very, very important. Just go to Google and do a search about SAP, and then you'll know that it is one of the biggest companies in the world that is offering software services in the field of supply chain, in human resource management, and so many different fields. If there's a software or a particular skill, something that you need to know, that I always advise people to go for is SAP. When I learned about SAP on YouTube, that is when I realized that, whoa, there's something out here that many of us don't know, but it is something that can put you 10 steps ahead of where you want to be. So I will not tell you to go and take a course now to pay to take a course. Actually, there are courses here. Actually, there are schools in the UAE that are offering SAP ERP courses and SAP MM courses, like Annex Institute. But before you go into this course, I would like you to go to YouTube and search My Support Solutions. I'll put a link in the description below. That is a YouTube channel of one guy. I think he's in India. He's actually providing an outline, a clear outline of this course, of this program, and you can actually see how he is using that program to actually do purchase requisitions, purchase orders, and all those things. When you go to that YouTube channel, you actually see how he is explaining SAP. I wish I could make a video to actually explain it, but I cannot use my company computer. So that is why I'm sending you to that guy, because he has a demo account that he is using, and he can actually show you everything that you need to know about SAP. You can learn from there and actually put it in your CV that you know how to use SAP. And if you put in the CV that you know how to use SAP, you have already placed yourself 10 steps ahead of your competition. So it is a wonderful skill, or it's a wonderful technical skill that every company today is looking for. So please try to search about SAP, especially for those who want to do anything like human resource, or for those who want to go into the field of supply chain. So it is a very important program that you need to know. And please, if you are out there, go to YouTube. It is free. YouTube is totally free. Go to YouTube, search My Support Solutions, and enjoy. That is it for some of the courses that I will share with you today. And in my next video, I'll try to talk about more of these courses, so that we will continue to communicate, we will continue to share. And please kindly subscribe so that you'll be in touch. And if you know this video is important, if you know this video was helpful to you, kindly like or share to someone who might like this video. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put in the comment section, and I'll answer all your questions. Thank you.